Alright, so sorry about that long rant in math. I know you weren't prepared for that, but you gotta hear the truth. I have to tell you, or else I'm a bad teacher. Okay, so now we have our t-shirt and we have the nice quad. It's smooth. It's time to dive in and attach it to our skeleton. So what we want to do is go into object mode and select our shirt. Then we're going to scoop over here to our armature or modifier, and we're going to select the armature modifier. And from that armature modifier, we're going to go down here where it says object, and this is telling us what armature do you want us to slap this garment to, and we want to select the legacy rig. So select that, and then we got it. It's now attached to the skeleton. So we're going to enable the skeleton and then see how it moves. So we're going to click on our bones, and then we're going to press R. And as you see, when you move your arm, it's not moving the garment. That's because although it's attached to the skeleton, it's not weighted to the skeleton. So what is weights? Well, I'm going to explain to you what weights are. Weights, well, back in the day, we used to call weights bone heat. And that's how Blender tells the garment how to move. So basically, let's select our garment and switch over to weight paint. And then you'll see right here, this is our control panel. This tells our garment how to move with the skeleton. You have 0, which is no control, and 1, which is full control. These controllers are represented by color. So blue means no control whatsoever, and closer to 1 is all the control. But where does that bone heat come in? Well, you see, when you're painting on here, if you find yourself trying to paint and it's not working, make sure that this little box down here is unchecked. See, now we can paint what we want. All right, just want to make sure you guys know about that. Goodness knows how long it took me to figure that one out. Okay, so I want you to think of, what do you call that thing? Thermal heat. Or better yet, let us think about cartoons. Remember in cartoons when something was cold, it was completely blue? And then as it started to heat up, it went from blue to green to orange to yellow to red. And red is super hot. That's basically how Blender works with weight painting in here. So the redder or hotter the garment is, the more control the bone has over it. So we're going to make something that's super red. Make the shirt red on the arm. So now when we move the arm, you see the garment moves with the arm because the bone has the most heat on it. Now, if we think, okay, that's wrong, we don't want that to happen, we can cool that weight down and turn it to a lower volume. And you see, as it moves, obviously I did something wrong. Here we go. As we cool it down, the garment loses, the bone loses its control over the garment. So when you're weight painting in Blender, you're basically trying to strike up the perfect temperature so that the whole garment moves the way you want to. However, this is why I like to use Marvelous. I'm so used to Marvelous. This is why I like to use the older version of Blender, because they made it easy back in the day where you can just copy weights from the whatever you're rigging from basically in this one, you can copy weights from the body to your garment and make the process easier by just doing minor correction. They took this method of weight transferring out in all the newer versions after this. So that's why I don't really do my weight painting in the newer stuff, but I like to transfer it in here. That's why I suggested you guys do it, because it's super easy. So I'm going to demonstrate that transfer method to you. I mean, of course, somebody said that they have data transfer, but I can't understand that, so I like this one. All right. Are you ready? Sorry for mumbling. All right, let's get this show on the road. So what we want to do is we want to transfer the weights from the body to the garment. To do this, we need to first select the select the body. Always select the body first. You want to select the good weights, then what you're transferring it to. Source, then target. Always. Always, always, always. So first we select the source, which is the body. Then we hold down Shift and we select the garment. Then we switch over into weight paint mode. And if you did it right, your garment will turn blue. If you did it wrong, the body will turn blue. And you don't want that because you're about to transfer the the empty weights of the shirt to the body and break the kit. So make sure you got the order right. Body first, then garment. Okay, once we got that selected, it's time to make the transfer. Come back over here to the side tab and scroll down until you see weight transfer. Press the button. Now we want to do all nearest face all when working on this. Now when we select the bones and press R, you see the shirt is moving perfectly fine with the body as all the weights have transferred to it. Neat, huh? So no huff, puff, or applesauce is super good. Now you want to check it for clipping and see if anything works. So right now I got some clipping in the boobs. I can just go into sculpt mode and we can use the puffy and I can just puff, puff, puff. And then we got no skin, no no thing there, no clipping, or we could pull it out. Also, if you have a hard time with clipping or whatever, it's okay. Remember, that is why they have the alpha HUD. You can just, alpha your stuff out. Do not lose sleep or hair over it. Just, make it work. Okay, so we got the shirt done. So what about the pants? Now, I don't have the pants quadded, in quad mode, but it's okay. They still pants. And I think black would be terrible for those pants. Alright, anyway, we got pants, and we're going to pretty much do the same thing we did with the shirt. So we're going to select the... I forgot what these things are called. So you're going to select your pants, go into Modifier, add in the Armature Modifier, select the Legacy Rig. Okay, select the skeleton so it's open. Select the body first, then the pants. Go into weight paint mode. Transfer weights. And then we're going to select the skeleton here and make sure it's in pose mode so we can move those. And then when we move it, you see that the pants move with the leg. However, we got an issue here with the crotch, and that's no good. This is where we begin our correction stuff. Because like I said, it's a machine, so that means that it's not going to be absolutely perfect. We just have to go in there and do minor adjustments. Because really, isn't this a lot easier to deal with than having to rig the whole pair of pants? Nobody wants that. So, let us fix these pants. An easy way to do it is to select the joint that has the most weight on it, which is this upper leg orange bone right here. And then we're going to scroll down to our bottom toolbar and we're going to select masking. No, that's not it. This is it. Masking, or M. We're going to select the triangle that's giving us some grief. This one right here. Then we're going to turn up our weight to 1 or really hot. And we're going to drag it over it and make sure it all goes over to that leg. Now, as you see, it's still being pulled over here to the other opposite leg, the left leg. So we can take care of that too while we're right here. Simply select the leg that's pulling towards it. Now you can tell what bone is controlling what because the mesh will always yearn for what has control over. Just think of it like a vampire or something. This bone is saying, come here, baby, come here. And it's like, no, I belong over here on the left leg. And the right leg. And the left leg's like, come here, come here. That's how I remembered it. So I'm going to just go down here. You just click on the bones and see what has weight or what color on there where it doesn't belong. So right now it's the left leg, and we're just going to go into our masking, and we're going to turn down the heat and remove the control that bone has on it. Just take away its influence. You have no power over me, Goblin King. That kind of thing. So we can also modify the crotch if you want to, if you feel like it's fine. I actually think it's fine, so I'm not going to touch it. So that's how we fix the leg here. And as you see, we got a little bit of clipping going on here, but we can just easily fix that with either the puff of the inflate, or you can just grab it and pull it out if you want to. But I'm so clumsy with that. I always manage to pull my crotch down with that. So I just go with inflate, puff, and then there you go. We have pants. So now you have pants. You got pants. You got a t-shirt, you got stuff that works. It's time for texturing. Get out of here, orange shirt. So it's time for texturing. So we have our shirt, we have our pants. Let's texture this baby. So I will see you guys in the next video where we go all in about texturing and we can talk about normal maps and all the rest of that jazz. It's all up to you if you want to continue. But if you got the gist of it, you can end it right here if you want. But hey, stick around. We got stuffs. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next video where we do texturing.